Hello, Awifians. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you all, wherever you may be in the world. I hope you're well. I hope you are having a better day than me. I'm completely lost, technically lost, physically lost. Was sick, but feeling much better. So please take the time to share this live stream out with your family and friends. We need your support today. One country that I dearly love needs your support as from today, because the entrepreneurs of Cameroon are now going live. My name is Lilian Mola. If this is the very first time you're watching me, or if this is the very first time you're catching me live, I am Lilian Mola, the founder and CEO of the African Women's Economic and Entrepreneurship Forum, the place where we challenge the status quo for economic advancement of African women worldwide. Cameroonian entrepreneurs are going live. We've got to talk about business happening in that country. And I have a beautiful girl with me tonight. So please help me welcome. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm good. I'm very excited to talk,
that was a challenge,
today.
Right?
Yeah, it was.
You're here, Myra. You're here. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. And this wasn't going to happen tonight, but I said, no, okay, I'm not feeling good, but I will come up here for this country that I love dearly. How is the situation with COVID in Cameroon?
The situation is COVID is still going on, but I think that the mindset of the people are in refusal of its existence. So masks, yes. A lot of people are no longer respecting the norms like before, like wearing a lot of masks, social distancing, sanitizing. Yes, we still do the little that we do, but I think a lot of people are just tired of the COVID.
So is it too long? Is it too long for people? Are they getting fed up of the lockdown, or do you just want?
I think so. No, we don't have any lockdowns right now. Everywhere is open. Parties are open. Bars are open. Everything is back. Like socially, economically, everything is back. So I cannot economically, but socially, everything is people go to their work places, people go back. So everything is back, actually.
Okay. We can only pray and cross our fingers that Africa has suffered enough, that this time around there will not be that much. So we can only pray and hope. But
hopefully.
We can only pray.
Yeah.
So to continue this conversation, today's quote is "Nothing is impossible." The word itself says, possible.
Yeah.
Does this resonate with you?
Nothing is impossible. I believe nothing is impossible. That quote goes with me. Nothing is impossible for those who trust in the Lord. Of course, nothing is impossible. You just need to believe in yourself and give your trust to God, and you can do anything you want to do.
Great. All the way from Cameroon, please tell us who you are and what your business is all about. Help me introduce yourself, please.
Okay, I am Myra Fombe, owner of Lotte Options. Lotte Options is a natural hair movement. It's a salon, actually. So we deal with just natural African kinky hair. That is my business. I am married and I have a child, and yeah, that's just me.
And happy birthday in advance to your son, which is coming on Friday. Am I right?
Yes, yes. The birthday of my son is coming, and I'm so excited. He's going so fast.
Good. Well done. So you've chosen a special niche on natural hair. Why did you decide on this particular business model?
Actually, it's a long story. It stemmed from a solution to my problem. Actually, I used to wear a lot of wigs. I used to do a lot of relaxers. So somewhere along the line, I lost my hair. My hair was thinning out by the day. So I started seeking for a solution to my problem because a lot of people didn't know that I had that part with me. And while I was seeking that solution, I found my purpose. So in the same light, I got into the business. So that is why I am very passionate about it. I think it's a problem that many women out there could identify to. I need that problem. I need the solution rather.
Yeah. That's a very okay. It's a problem. We all there was a strange sound. Is it messages coming in? We all have that problem as women, and it's very costly. You know, maintaining the African hair is very costly. So yeah, I think you are on the right path. But what are some of the
I bet to differ that it's not costly to maintain African hair. Yeah, I think that is just a myth. I really bet to differ with that. I think it's cheaper to maintain your African hair. You just need to know what you have to know.
Okay.
It is way cheaper to do that. Yeah.
Good. So what obstacles did you encounter while you were creating your business?
Child support. Yes, and then the acceptance of the people, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I just opened the salon, and one lady told me that is a crazy idea. I should think of mixing it up with relaxers and stuff like that. So the acceptance was a little bit a problem for other people to get in, but I had to go a long way to make people. I had to talk to each person that comes in to convince you to see that you can also be beautiful with your own natural hair rather than running to relaxers or wigs or other extensions to make yourself beautiful. And other problems I encountered was, or I think I'm still encountering, is having good staff. You understand, like competent staff. Yes, because it was an industry that was not exploited, that was completely non-existent. So it was difficult for me to get anyone from anywhere that only knows anything about natural hair to join me in this movement. So those are the real problems I think I encountered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like most women, finance is a problem. Then staffing is something because you know this is very new for us African. You know, maintaining the African hair. We are used to other style of maintaining our hair. So yes, I can believe you that staffing is an issue. But who is your target client?
Oh, the truth is, for me, it's a movement, right? I target the women because I target the women to do the business, but I think the real target clients are the children. You understand? Because I believe that mothers are role models to their children, and if they wear their hair, their natural hair, their children are going to look up to them and see that they can also be beautiful with their natural hair. And this is going to continue in the long run. It's about the future. It's not just about what we get right now. My real target client is the upcoming generation.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So yes, that is my target.
Yeah. Completely agree with you that the next generation, you know, we start today. We start.
We start today. You know, more. You know, when children are on holidays, right?
Yes.
What I discovered now is that they come with their mothers come in to the salon with their children, and they say, "I want my child wants to do her hair like mine." You know, that is very satisfying because earlier on, children used to look at role models from magazines or from mothers, and they see them wearing wigs and Brazilian or you know, Brazilian hair and all these long extensions, and thought that was the only way to be beautiful when they have the means to, you know, to take care of themselves. But nowadays, during the holiday period when children have time, they come to the salon, and even when they have their birthdays or they have their baptism, I have good testimonies from mothers that say, my child doesn't want to have anything, she just wants her own hair and she wants to be like me. So that's quite good, that's very fulfilling. Yeah.
That's good. The internet is breaking a lot, but we are going to carry on with this conversation, and we hope that people will have comment. So during this COVID, you've just said things are back to normal. How has COVID had any impact on your business so far?
Oh yes, yes. COVID. I used to say, oh, COVID wants to send me back to the village, when the COVID came on, we had days that we had nobody. COVID affected the business so badly because, of course, women could not come to the salon. A salon is a place where people meet. You're close to your clients and stuff like that. So that affected the business a whole lot. And I can say it still affects the business because, once a woman goes back or doesn't visit the salon, she gets comfortable in her comfort zone. She gets comfortable at home. So she tends to say wigs. A lot of women tend to wig just to cover up their hair and stuff like that. But I still see people coming back to the salon because once as I said, this thing is a movement. So those who are actually the kinky ladies still feel very much themselves in their hair. So they come back to the salon. They're coming back to the salon to have their look that they always have. So yes, it has affected the business, but we have a lot of other people who still try to wear their hair.
So now that it has affected your business, this is a danger to your business. How do you intend to pivot your business to counterattack this problem? Is there any other way you're looking into, satisfying your clients if they do not come on site?
Okay, actually, I gave it a thought during the COVID period, like to, let's say, do home services. I have thought about it and stuff like that, but that doesn't really help the COVID problem because I look at, let's say if you have my staff moving from house to house, you understand, that would be a good means of still spreading the COVID, you understand, because you're still moving and meeting different people. That doesn't really change any aspect. So I still continue with business. I do a lot of publicity online. I do a lot of new hairstyles. I still tease them. I still, the same. And I know that they still align to see and not to forget what they wear. And then I encourage a lot of people to buy their products, to buy products. So if they cannot come to the salon, they are able to take care of their hair at home.
Exactly.
So most of the clients, when they come to the salon, I tell them, if you can't make it to the salon, you can do this. These are things that you have to start doing by yourself at home. So I encourage a lot of people to pick up their products, which is something I discovered that helped a lot of. There's little tips and things that I try to work with my clients, and
you are gradually getting to my answer, and I was just about to propose to you. Yeah. Why don't you package a course on how people can do their hair themselves at home? It's another way of people in the business. But it's really a course that they have to buy, and then you coach the people during a certain period of time. So why don't you package it? That would be a way of pivoting your business, right or not?
Of course, that is something I often look up to. You understand? That is something I have thought about starting. I have thought about starting this thing before the COVID. I started a YouTube channel. Yes, I started a YouTube channel, but unfortunately, my time, I never had time to do as much as I wanted to do. So most of the times I teach my clients. I know not like global, but my clients, when they come in and I say, listen, these are little things that you can do without necessarily coming to the salon if you are if you find yourself at a position where you can't make it to the salon, we often have conversations at the salon, but that's not. I think that isn't good enough. I believe that isn't good enough. I was thinking that I should continue with where I left on my YouTube channel on how they can take care. There are things that I don't worry about sharing some certain things, because there are things that you can only do at the home. You understand? But yes, but there are first aid solutions to what you can do on your hair. You understand? Like, for example, I was called up today, my hair was a mess. You understand? I didn't have time, so I just did, something fast. So these are things that I try to, yes, of course, my clients know that who are close to me, I give them tips. When I work on your hair, I give them little tips. But hopefully we continue with the YouTube page, so that a lot of people can see what they can do.
Exactly. I think you should really work on the YouTube channel, because that will be of great help. But also not to just do it like this Cameroonian where I do it one day and I stop. You should really focus on it and really develop it. And also have a serious package of clients. When you don't have clients, then you should really, even if it's just $5, you have like 3 series, what you can do on your hair on a weekly base. That helps a lot. So take it as a business.
Yeah, I think it's necessary, because I remember there are times that I see my clients come into the salon with their hair being wrapped, like a scarf.
Yeah.
And I tell them, you didn't have to wrap your hair in the scarf. On your way coming, did you really walk like that, like a funny looking scarf, and just put it over? And I said, listen, this is what you can do. I'll take off the scarf, and I said, you can still come to the salon looking cute with this hair.
Yeah.
And I do 1 or 2 demonstrations. As I said, oh wow, those are little tips and things. The thing is that I'm guilty of the fact that I have not been able to concentrate on my YouTube channel. I actually got that drive to start it up, but I was overwhelmed. We have 2 salons. We have in Yaoundé and in Douala, and I really did not have time. And at one point, I did not have enough staff. So I had to be there at work for myself, and stuff like that. So I'm trying to put certain things in place so that I can have enough time. This YouTube channel, it takes a lot of concentration and time.
It takes time, but you don't have to be perfect. You just said yourself you're in the salon in Yaoundé and Douala. You just switch on the camera and tell people we're doing this at this time. This is how we do it. One video is already done. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is what we women we try to avoid. We have to be beautiful. We have to do that, but it's just consistent. It takes time. My YouTube channel is just like 33 people, but the videos are so many. My Facebook is like thousands. So keep going. I can only encourage you. Keep going.
There are times that we just go on live. There are times that you just feel like, okay, let me go on live, and then I'm talking on something and stuff like that. But as I said, I'm guilty to all of these, because of course, every business. Another thing is that every business also has a secret. You understand? So you need to know what you want to show to the public. I'm going to give tips to help one another, but I'm not going to give everything about business out on YouTube. You understand? I'm going to give.
That's the mindset problem.
Yeah.
The mindset problem. You can package it differently. So let's just take
That's what I'm saying. You can package it differently. You understand? So it's not something I can just get up, and go and say, okay, this is. You get me? I have to be able to package. I have to be able to know what I have to put down there. You have to understand that a community is different. You understand?
Yes.
You have to know where you are, and you have to be able to adapt with your community. Yes, there is a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel system that is available, that everybody shows what you have to do. But our environment, unless you live in the system, you'll not be able to understand how to operate in the system. You understand?
Yeah.
So, but that notwithstanding, my point of showing what I have to show on YouTube channels is because I really don't want Africans to retreat. I don't want us to fall back on to where we were before. It's very important for me because I always say to everybody, I cannot do the whole of Cameroon alone. I can only give to society as much as I can give. I try to inspire every African to see her natural hair as one aspect, one other look that she can have. I have no problem with people wearing Brazilian, Peruvian braids. I have no problem with that. But I just wish that the African woman should see her African hair as one other look or one other option. That is the whole reason why I call the hotel option, because for me it's another option that should exist in our society. So it's very important for me to do everything I can for us to not retreat to our old ways and just keep moving forward. So I'll do my best. Yes, I said from the beginning, I'm guilty of the fact that I have not been able to give enough, to teach women on how, but that is because I have a reason. And I think that each time I want to do something, I want to do it right and I do it well. Because the way the law picked up, it was unexpected. There are times around you understand how we walk. I go to the salon and I stay for, let's say, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on my feet, no food, no water, nothing, till 12 midnight, I am done. You understand? It's so difficult to find time in between that to start doing YouTube channels and stuff like that. So yes, I started the YouTube channel, is still there. You can see I have just 3 posts or so. And then I discovered that I have to get this thing running. I have to do it at the right time. So I'm concentrating right now on staffing and employing enough and training enough staff so that I should be hands off and have enough time. So with the COVID coming in, I think it has given me some space. So right now, as we speak, I have been working behind the scene on how to come up back with the YouTube page, because I think it's very necessary. It's very, very necessary.
There's Ruth, who's your supporter. She's got all natural back. She's #1 kinky hair in the country. So yeah,
Ruth, you're welcome.
Yeah, and there is this comment also. The Golden Heart has story about turning her passion into it. So you have fans all over. So let's not limit ourselves only to Cameroon. By getting that YouTube channel up, maybe you don't have to work from 9 to 12 midnight. You can diversify, because even African women in Europe are now moving to more natural hair. That's why that channel becomes really, it might become another source of income, which I don't want you to neglect. That's why I'm pushing.
That's true. It's about the source of. For me, it's not really about the source of income. You understand? It's about, when you're passionate about something. For those who know me, I'm very passionate about what I do. So when unlike other people, maybe you might be a boss and say, no, I'm just going to sleep and let the children walk. But when you see that large crowd of people lining out there, you want to satisfy them, and give them what they want. So it's not just about the financial, the income or the money that comes in. It's about, as I say, for me, it's a movement. Of course, I make a living out of it, but I would be very hurt if I discover that this natural hair thing has just been, abandoned and people have moved back to their old habits. I would feel like I have failed, because so I have to do what I have to do as much as I can do. There is a lot, not just about the YouTube channel. There's a lot. There are workshops there are many projects, the mother, the daughter projects I had planned a long time and I have never done. Just to teach mothers how to, like when our mothers used to plait our hair. I need that culture to come back, because I believe that when the mother and daughter are doing their hair, they have the bond, you know, and stuff like that. So there is a lot to be done, and I pray it keeps me to do all of this.
I think your business is really on time, because all what has happened with racism, George Floyd, and everything now, people are kind of moving back to what belongs to them. So you're really right on time, and I hope that the courage will come. You're not only going to serve people who are close to you, but people worldwide. So as we move now to the next question, Africa is the only continent in the world where more women than men choose to become entrepreneurs. Both genders are faced with obstacle, like there are many, like lack of capital. Yet women underperform with 38% of profit. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we said, I'll go back to the mindset. I think it's a mindset thing. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe it's a mindset thing, because African women or us around here, we believe that we have to rely on the man for our income, or you know, we want to get married to somebody, or there are certain positions that we women cannot hold. You know, there's a lot of aspects, you know. So I think it's a mindset thing. It's just about the way you look at life, your approach to life. For me, is the reason why African women are lagging behind. And minus the mindset, even the ones that don't have a mindset issue, there are certain aspects that the society has placed on the woman. You know, if I started doing natural hair, I used to own a catering company before. Yes, I worked in a catering company, and I owned mine afterwards. And it was not a restaurant. It was working with company like onshore, like providing food, controlling canteen in certain companies, you know. Yeah, and you know, as a woman, that was one of the reasons I stopped doing that, because we got to a place where when you walk into an office, you are being seen as a woman, and all you get are invites, maybe to a restaurant or to a hotel or to a bar, you know, stuff like that. So those are certain aspects that I believe hinder women too. But the general thing, I think what it is the mindset. Is the mindset of women, African women. I don't know about European women. I only talk for African women because I'm an African woman, you know.
Yeah, and this mindset is an issue not only in Africa. We carry it with us all around. Sometimes we change that mindset. Sometimes we don't. But now, how do we step forward? How do we move forward in questioning ourselves? Which we start thinking of who we are, what we really want, and why we should go for what we want. Because the society, as you said, our culture, give us that possibility. We follow norms. You have to be like this. You have to behave like that. You have to be like this. Then you're not a woman, or you're a woman, not too good, or not too whatever God knows has that. How do we start thinking this exactly? How do we move forward?
As I say, we need to change. We just have to educate ourselves. We have to educate ourselves and take charge of the situation, you know, like stuff like this, like we talk about right now.
Exactly.
It's a very forum. Yes, exactly. That's educating ourselves to understand that this is a problem. You know, if you don't understand and identify something as a problem, you can't seek solution to it. So I think it's more about educating yourself and understanding that we are not just the cornerstone, or women, you know, we also have to take charge and start changing our mindset, because for me, it has educated me a lot to be an entrepreneur. I have discovered a lot of things, and it has encouraged me even further to realize that I can do and I can break any door if I want to. So we change our mindset and outlook. Yeah, of course, we have cultures that play a great role. The woman has to, your place is supposed to be in the kitchen, you're the one to cook, you know. And some women are being stopped by their men, I don't want you to work. But if you understand also that you also have a purpose in life, God also made you as an individual with a purpose, then you realize that you are on earth to fulfill that purpose. So it's, no matter how we look at it, it's about educating ourselves with programs like this, seeing what other women are doing, try to follow what they're doing, and try to change our lives. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with you. It's discussions like this, you know.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we listen to podcasts, we watch YouTube videos. It's no longer only in the classroom. It's everywhere. It's on the phone, you know. It's still the same jangi that we have. We learn, but we've now moved to from the jangi discussion to open conversation where
Yeah.
people from all over the world can talk, and this is what the platform is all about. And you're completely
All
right.
about.
It is about the education, and it is about us talking openly on what hurts, what doesn't serve us anymore, and how we can move forward.
Yeah. And how we can move forward. Exactly. That's well put.
So,
Yeah.
in your case, you've made so many shifts. What one example can you give us? A mindset shift that you've made, which is
That I
serving
made.
life and business.
It's about positivity. You know, the main thing I have decided to hold is to understand, is to change, become a positive-minded person.
Yeah.
I try to look at the tiny light in every dark room. No matter the situation I find myself, I believe that there is a tiny light of hope. So that is a mindset that has helped me all through. When the COVID came, for example, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't see the clients come in. I started thinking, oh, I needed rest. I needed rest. My body I was breaking down. I had not rested in 5 years. So I said, oh, God has given me an opportunity to rest.
Yeah.
And of course I rested. And I said, when I'm done resting, I'm going to get up and rethink my life and rethink how I'm going to move it forward. So that's just an example. That's the kind of mindset that I have reset for myself. And I think if each and every one of us tries to stay positive in every situation, or to see that tiny positivity in every situation you find yourself, you'll be able to break through a lot of things. Yeah. I don't concentrate in the negative. I try as much as possible not to concentrate on the negative things that are around me and just forge forward. So that is a shift that I think I did intentionally, and that helps me today.
Great. I'm very proud of you. Thank you very much for that answer. And what is your definition of mindset?
Okay. I can say mindset is your outlook to life.
Your perspective, yeah.
For me, yes. I believe it's about how you look at life. I always tell, there's something I always tell my workers, the girls I work with. I always say, if you put the number 6 on the floor and someone sits on the other end, will see it as 5, as 9. The other person sits on the other end, will see it as 6. So it all depends on where you find yourself. So try to put yourself in a position where you have to see letter 6 at 6, because most of the time the two of you are right because of position.
Yeah.
It's just your position of where you are situated.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's about your mindset. It's about how you perceive certain things, where you find yourself. If you find yourself, for example, if you have a glass of water and you put a glass of water, you say, how will you describe this glass of water? One person is going to say it's half full. Another person is going to say it's half empty.
Yeah.
It's all about your perspective. It's all about your outlook to life. How do you look at life? Do you look at life from a positive point of view or from a negative point of view? The person with a positive point of view will say it's half full, because the person is seeing that the glass is almost full. You understand? So that is, for me, what the mindset is that's for me, that's what the meaning of mindset.
Great.
The
Great.
outlook to life.
Exactly, great. But when we were born, in any community, we were handed over certain ideas and definition of what life is all about. How do we start shifting? How do we start, looking at the glass half full or half empty? What obstacle brought you to that
Yeah,
decision?
I understand. Like, we have our culture,
Yeah,
we have things like our culture, like, let's say, the woman's the kitchen, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's how we grew to know that the woman's place is the kitchen. But for me, it's about communication. It's about communication. It's about education. As I say, it's still about educating, like programs like these, forums that we talk about, books out there. There's the internet to educate yourself and read. For example, how will you change? Let me use the example of the woman's place in the kitchen.
yeah.
How will you change that aspect of your home to tell the man that the kitchen is for the both of us? A typical African man. It's just about communication. You understand? If your husband understands that, oh, honey, I need to do this job, I need to do this, and I'm going to come out late. It's about communication between the two of you. It's not a fight. It's educating each other. The man is going to see that she's also providing and reducing the stress, the financial burden that I have. So I need to give her, of course, some slacks and have some space. Maybe I can boil the rice while she comes and boil the meat. So I think no matter how we see, we change the times and we adapt to what times have become, and try to do it in a way that we both parties benefit.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
And it's also a generational problem because more and more men these days, they do it without any problem. But the older generation, they look at you as like you've lost your mind. So
Yes, I think a lot has changed. I think a lot has changed. Even with more women are becoming more entrepreneurs nowadays. A lot of things are changing, which I believe that is reasons of give it back to people like you who go on the media and we start addressing issues like this, and talk about the things that we used to hide in the little Johnny house and talk just about ourselves. They come in the open, as you say, things like this are educating a lot of women.
yeah,
And women are beginning to educate and understand how they are going to break these cultural barriers that have, held us women, down and backwards, instead of being a helper to your man, and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. We are making progress. We are making progress because we do not want
Oh,
our
yes.
kids to feel the same as we felt with all the stories. Your mom will tell you, when I was your age, I did that. When I was your age, I did that. When I was a woman at this age is already like, oh my God. So
Yeah.
we are making progress.
I think I really believe we are making we are making a lot of progress. I see a lot of things happening, but I'm also afraid we don't shift also to the other end, because
Extreme.
yes, we shouldn't go to the extreme, because I think that this thing is it's about holding hands, it's about partnering.
Yeah, it's a partnership.
The partnership.
Yeah. But anyway, it had moved to an extreme, so I'm not surprised if it moves to another extreme for us all to find balance. Whatever is going to happen,
Exactly, for us all to find balance. It's a constant learning process.
Yeah.
We fail in some, we pick up, and we keep moving.
Yeah, exactly. So, what advice can you then give to another woman trying to start a business like yours? Because this is a movement, and everyone is running towards this movement. But I doubt how many will stay. But it's a movement which is really on time. What advice can you give to another woman thinking of this kind of movement? As you just said yourself, you cannot serve the whole world.
The advice I tell any woman is to just start.
Yeah.
Just start. If you are very passionate about something, especially if you find that it's your purpose. I always go back purpose because I believe that everybody has a purpose. You know, if you're doing it, you could drop somewhere along the line, you know, because you are not passionate and it's not your purpose. But if it's your purpose, you're not going to give up, no matter how difficult it's going to be. But instead of wanting to have all the money and have all the resources, I think you should just start. That's the advice I can advise anyone. You know, I was at home when I started my business, and I just started. I started with a bottle of shea butter costing 3,500 francs. So if I did not take that first step, I don't know where I would have been. So just start is my advice to every woman who wants to start a business. Just start with what you have at hand. You always have something at hand, and everybody has something at hand. So just start.
Exactly. Start. If you don't start, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think I lost the volume.
But is that easy to start? I mean, we start. Is that easy? Looking at the pressure of the African woman, especially in Cameroon, is it that easy to just start the kind of business that you're doing?
Yeah, I believe you can just start because everybody has something at hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody has something. Just look, what do you have at hand?
Yeah.
You just need to see, look around and look very keenly what you have at hand. As I said earlier, it's easy to start. It's easy to just start because I started with a bottle of shea butter. I'm repeating myself, with a bottle of shea butter with my dining table chair. That is what I had at hand. I had no money, not 100 francs to start. I started from home, you know. So if it's that easy, I believe it's easy. Most of the times it's about the pride, and we have to embrace humility. You want to think that I need to have a shop, you know, I need to pay rent, I need to beautify this place, I need to buy that posh chair. No, no, no. I started with my dining table chair. I had to put my dining table chair outside and my dressing mirror and my home towel. I mean, the women I was using, I didn't have money to buy a new towel. It was that bad. So, but I had something, I had a clean towel I kept for my guests. So I started with that. So it's easy. It's very easy to just start. It's very easy. Anywhere you find yourself, as I say, there's always a tiny light. There's always something you have at hand. It could just be your phone. You can start a business with your phone. You have people that have, you know, yes, you have people that, let's say, know where they can buy a handbag for 2,000 and sell it at 5,000 francs, right? And all they have is 2,000 francs and their phone. Then take the 2,000 francs, buy that handbag and film it and put on your page. Yeah. You know, that is starting.
Exactly.
So there is always something you can, it's easy to just start. You just have to be humble and know and have a vision of where you're taking that business to, and you make it.
Exactly. Yeah. I completely agree with you. Start small, start humble. All great beginnings started humble. So start, give it time. You're making this movement easy for us all. So what is your legacy you want to leave for Africa?
Woo! Natural hair. That is what I want. That is my dream, you know. I need every African woman, every single African woman to stop using chemical relaxers on their hair because of the hazards that it has on our hair.
Yes.
So it has been proven that the increase in breast cancer in women is one of the reasons is the chemical relaxers that we have been putting on our head over the years. So if we every African, you know, mostly African women consume the chemical relaxers, right? Because we need to relax the natural hair. But there are ways that you can have you can wear your hair straight without using chemical relaxers. Yeah. Different ways nowadays. That's why sometimes in my page I show the silk press of how you can wear is how you can straighten out your hair and wear it straight. You know, like our mothers used to do in those days, right? Mothers used to use the stretching comb.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I use
Yes,
that often. I use
and
that.
that, that doesn't affect your scalp. That doesn't have any effect on your health. You can destroy your hair, the hair strand, maybe with
Yes,
high heat, but
yes,
you cannot destroy your being.
that's
So the
true.
legacy I'm trying to leave is for every African woman to stay away from chemical relaxers and embrace other methods of wearing their own hair, attracting, um, health issues to your life. So
Yeah.
that is the legacy I want to, yeah.
Thank you so much. And it's not only the relaxer, it's also the hair color. Just to add to
Oh
that.
yes, of course, yes. Now that is a very, very important aspect to talk about, the hair color, because if you notice, a lot of us who claim to have a natural hair, we have hair color on our hair, right?
I have had gray. I mean, I took from my dad. I have had gray hairs in my 20s. That's why in some of my live stream you see, because and I'm like every 1.5 week I have to color my hair. But
Yeah.
people would think, oh my god, this woman, she's old. No, my son
No,
who got exactly my
you
hair,
know, you know.
7, and we found gray hair in his head, and he's like, mom, but
Oh, I think
what can
you.
I do? So this
Oh,
education has to go on, because it has nothing to
yeah.
do with
You
age.
know, the thing with hair color, that what I do, especially with my clients love color. Okay, I also love color. You understand? I love to dye my hair green. I've dyed all color. You know, I've had purple, I've had ox blood, I've had green, I've had, stuff like that. There is one thing, it still stands the same. Do not let the color reach your scalp. That is where it becomes dangerous to your
But
health.
you have
So
a
it's the
different
same like the
problem.
chemical relaxer.
Yeah, you have a different problem. Mine is not even, it's discard. It's right at the root. So I have no choice. It's not for
Oh,
it's
right at the scalp.
no. Me, it's like really, you color my hair today, in 1.5 week, you see the roots already, it grows really fast. But it's
No,
already
no, no. It's not very health. Um, I know, but you just can't do that, right? I often have women of let's say age 40 to 50 at the salon that come with gray hair and they hate it so bad. You understand? That's a whole movement that I try also at the salon. I have to go online and Google women with gray hair, you
yes,
know.
yes.
And even my mom at home did not want to see one strand of her gray hair. It took me time to convince her. Now she wears her gray hair because I had to go online and pick out pictures of women in their gray hair, and even young girls who dye their hair gray, for
Yes.
you to see how beautiful you are with your gray hair. I just started growing a lot of gray hair of recent, and I'm so excited because I am trying to. I did not see myself having gray, but my mindset about gray, based on the other women that we have. We are very lucky nowadays. We have the social media. So you have
Yeah.
everything on Google. You can see and copy. You choose to copy the right things. It's just about. There's a lot of women, a lot that come and they say, no, I don't want the gray hair. And then I said, okay, you can use the henna. Henna is like the Hausa lily, right? Which is healthy
Mm, mm,
also,
mm.
right? To,
Yeah.
to color the gray to make it's kind of reddish or brownish kind of color.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
a healthy
Yeah.
option.
Yeah. Yeah.
But chemical relaxants on your scalp, my clients know, once you say I want it right down, I start having a conversation with you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. It's
yeah.
it's all an education that we all have to go through. Gray hair very
It's all
often is
education.
associated with age, and that's really absolutely not true. But again, it's a conversation and education. Just like we are talking about it, it gets more and more popular.
Yeah.
There's so much information on Google. It's getting more and more popular. So someday these two shall be history.
Oh, I think the network playing a game
You're
or not.
frozen. You're frozen. Are you No, you're back. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
saying someday these
Okay.
two shall be history. So I wanted to thank you so much for your legacy. Please tell us where we can find you on social media.
Okay. We have two branches. You can find us at Tradex Parcours Vita, Entre Majestic, that is in Douala Makepe.
Okay.
And in Yaoundé, you can find us at Bastos,
Okay.
Dere Ambassade de Suisse, Bastos.
Okay. Good.
And we have phone number 653-817874, 653-817874. You can reach us through it any day, anytime, and we'll answer your problems.
Okay, we're going to put all that information after this live stream in the comment box, and maybe boost some traffic to your channel, because this is the future. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to go a little bit more natural because we've damaged ourselves a lot, and people like you are teaching us a big lesson here. We can still look beautiful in our natural hair. So thank you so much for your time. I really
Thank you,
appreciate,
Claudia.
and I hope I will have you again here live with other women talking about the same subject and entrepreneurship, and also with other women from the international community. So stay the way you are. Keep helping us the way you do. Keep shining your light, and I wish you a great, great evening in Douala.
I just want to thank you. Thank you so much for giving us a forum, to reach out to as many people as we can reach in our little corner. So I thank you for everything that you do, and I hope that this goes a long way.
We will keep working hard. That country deserves more good news than what we hear. Cameroon is full of, I'm a bit negative when I go on other social media. Cameroon is full of entrepreneurs, and it's a duty that I have to that country and to myself to tell the world how wonderful entrepreneurs are in that
Oh,
country. So I will keep bringing more Cameroonians. We are going to mingle with other people to spread the word so we can talk of something different about that country.
well,
But
I
before
think I
you
lost you
go,
there. I think the network is a mess.
before you go, there is a comment from, do you men's hair? Do you do men's hair too?
Yes, of course, we do. We do men's hair. We do. You have men, especially artists that have natural hair that keep their dreadlocks.
Yes.
Yes, they also keep. They have the same hair like us. So
Yes.
whatever look that they have to do with their natural hair, yes, we do men's hair. We do a lot of men's hair too.
Good. So
So yeah.
everybody has a chance to work with you, the men, the women, the kids. Yeah, that's a little.
Men, the women, the kids, everybody, your grandmother, everybody. The African continent has natural hair on their head, so everybody. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate, and I'll talk to you in the next live stream. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Lillian.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, so that was it, Awifians. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure spending these few minutes with you. Please do not forget to check after the live stream all the contacts so you can go treat yourself well, go treat yourself the right way, go treat your hair, and be an ambassador of this new movement of natural African hair. And now we have more questions. And she's gone, but we have more questions. I don't know what this is Mr. Brother. She hasn't went too soon enough. Okay, that's the brother, I think. Yes, thanks for your time. You were really great, and we hope to have you again in another live stream. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Awifians. Thank you for all your support. Please make sure you like her page when we share this information, because the world needs to know women like this. The world needs to talk about Cameroon differently. The world needs to know that in Cameroon, the entrepreneurs are working extremely hard. Tell me, how many of you start working from 9 a.m. to 12 midnight on your feet? It's hard to be in that country, but people are working hard. So help them, spread the message from them, and be their customers, be their clients. Thank you so much. Good night.